Hello everyone! Today, we're exploring the fascinating field of debate psychology. In this video, we'll discuss the psychology of persuasion and offer effective psychological strategies to help you win every argument. So get ready to discover the mysteries of the human mind. Let's first examine the importance of psychology in debates before moving on to the strategies. Because of the way our brains are built, we often base our decisions on emotions, prejudices, and social pressure. These psychological factors can be used to create arguments that have an enormous psychological effect on our audience. So, let's get started. Strategy number 1. Establish credibility. Establishing credibility is the first psychological strategy we use. People are more receptive to being persuaded by people who they believe to be knowledgeable, reliable, and competent. In order to establish credibility, you must demonstrate your knowledge of the topic, offer persuading proof, and keep a composed and self-assured attitude. A great example of that is in the movie The King's Speech, where King George VI establishes his credibility by getting over his speech impediment and giving motivational speeches that inspired his nation during times of fear. And if you frequently experience anxiety before giving a speech, we strongly advise that you watch this movie because it will inspire you and increase your confidence. Strategy number 2. Invoke feelings. Our emotions and unique experiences are what motivate us as humans. By telling comparable stories, using dynamic language, and generating empathy, you can connect emotionally with those you are speaking to. A strong emotional bond can influence decisions and have a lasting effect. For example, in the famous speech I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King Jr., delivered during the March on Washington in 1963, the audience was touched by King's passionate delivery, vivid imagery, and effective use of emotional language, which encouraged them to take part in the fight for civil rights.
Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside.
Strategy number 3. Use social proof to your advantage. We frequently turn to other people for approval and direction. You can influence your audience's thinking by highlighting widely held beliefs, professional endorsements, or even by including stories of individuals who gained benefits from the points you make. Take, for example, Barack Obama in his speech at the Democratic National Convention in 2004, where he mentioned his background as the son of immigrants, highlighting it as an illustration of the American dream and using it as social proof that anyone can succeed with hard work and the right opportunities.
My father was a foreign student, born and raised in a small village in Kenya.
Strategy number 4. Frame your arguments. The fourth strategy implicates framing your arguments in a manner that is consistent with the values and beliefs of your audience. You establish a feeling of recognition and strengthen the persuasiveness of your argument by showing how your point of view follows naturally from their own beliefs. To put it in perspective, Steve Jobs centered the subject of life, work, and success in his 2005 commencement address at Stanford University on the idea of connecting the pieces together. He used his own stories and experiences to explain how obstacles and struggles are necessary for developing personally and discovering one's purpose.
Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots.
Strategy number 5. The effectiveness of active listening. Despite the fact that it may sound strange, paying close attention to your rival's arguments not only demonstrates respect, but also presents worthwhile opportunities. You can pinpoint areas of mutual agreement, find weak points, and effectively refute the other person's claims by carefully listening to their arguments. As a clear demonstration, during the Q&A part of a 2010 TED Talk, Brené Brown shows careful consideration to the audience's questions. She pays close attention to each issue, takes a moment to think, then answers honestly and emphatically, demonstrating her ability to actively listen as well as her sincere interest in the audience. This creates a meaningful conversation and enables her to respond to their specific questions and concerns, strengthening the bond and building trust. Okay guys, at this point, some of you might have gotten a bit lost, but this is completely normal. All you have to do now is to remember the main idea of each of these psychological strategies and to not get overwhelmed. As many say, practice makes perfect. But always keep in mind that winning a debate requires more than just demonstrating your superiority. It also requires getting to know your opponent and discovering points of agreement. With the aid of these psychological strategies, you can forge ties with people and ultimately become a persuasive force throughout any discussion. And we are sure that soon you'll be prevailing in every debate you get into. Alright, debaters, that's it. You are now prepared to effectively navigate the complex domain of debates, equipped with these psychological strategies. And always remember that the secret to promoting fruitful discussions is ethical and respectful communication. If you find this video helpful, make sure to smash that thumbs up, ring that notification bell, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. And don't forget to share your favorite psychological strategies in the comments below.